Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to the world of physics. Today our topic is torque. The simplest definition of torque is that turning effect of a force is called torque. Okay? Turning effect of a force is called torque. Torque is a vector quantity. It is a vector product of two vectors F and R. As it is a vector product, that's why there is a cross between these two quantities, that is F cross R or R cross F. It can also be written as R F sine theta into an unit vector. Unit vector is always used for illustration of direction. So torque is a vector quantity, and the unit of torque, as it is clear from this equation, the unit of force is Newton. The unit of R is called moment arm, or it is a distance. This is the distance from the point of application of force up to the axis of rotation, and distance is always measured in meters. That's why the unit of torque is Newton meter. This is the unit of torque. Newton is the unit of force and meter is the unit of moment arm. Moment arm means the distance called R. Now torque, equation of torque can be interpreted in two ways. Number one, firstly it can be interpreted as torque is equal to F sine theta multiplied by R multiplied by an unit vector. This is the first illustration of this equation. Torque equals to F sine theta into R. We can make the diagram of this equation like this, that say this is the moment arm R, which is in this direction. This is the force, which is in this direction. To find out the component of force, definitely we will drop a perpendicular from the head of F on R, and this is the perpendicular, making an angle of 90 degree with R. This component of F is called y component, and this is equal to F sine theta. This component is x component, and this is called F cos theta. Just look at the direction of these two components with R. This is direction of R. Definitely if this is direction of R, then F cos theta is just parallel to R. As if it is parallel to R, this is inactive component, and this F sin theta is just perpendicular to R, so this is the only active component. That's why F sin theta into R, we can take this equation as torque is equal to F sin theta into R. That is F component of sin theta, F sin theta component of force multiplied by moment arm. This is the very first illustration. Come on the second illustration. In the second illustration, we can write down torque equals to F multiplied by R sin theta. Now in this equation, we have not taken component of F, but now we have taken component of R. For this illustration, I will make the diagram like this, that this is R moment arm, and this is force F, like this. This is force F. As we have to take the component of R, so we will drop the perpendicular from the head of R on F in this way. In this way, I have dropped the perpendicular from the head of R on F in this way. This component is called R sin theta, and if this component is perpendicular to the force, that's why this is active component. So this makes the second illustration possible. Torque equals to F into R sin theta. So the first illustration was torque equals to F sin theta multiplied by R, and the second illustration is torque is equal to F into R sin theta. Now we have to explain the factors on which torque depend. The factors on which torque depend, there are three factors on which torque depend. Number one, The first factor is the magnitude of applied force. Okay, the first factor is magnitude of applied force. Obviously, if more force is applied, more torque will be produced. Less force is applied, less torque will be produced. So in this way, torque depends upon magnitude of force. The second factor on which torque depends is magnitude of moment arm or the position vector r. You can say moment arm as well as position vector. Moment arm or position vector r. Obviously, if there is more distance between the point of application of force up to the axis of rotation r, if the distance is more, torque will be more. If the distance is less, torque is less. This is the reason why the door openers or door hinges are made far away from the axis of rotations. If they are placed near the axis of rotation, it will be very difficult to open and close the doors. So if R is maximum, torque is maximum, R is less, torque will be less. The third factor on which torque depends is the angle between applied force and position vector theta. Third factor is angle between F and R. Okay, angle between F and R. If R and F is 90 at a 90 degree, means force is applied at right angle to the R, then torque will be maximum. If force is applied parallel to arc, torque will be 0. So if theta is 90 degree or 270 degree, torque will be maximum, whereas torque will be minimum or it will be 0 when theta is equal to 0 degree or it is equal to 180 degree, 0 degree or 180 degree, because these two are parallel cases. In these two cases, torque is minimum, and for these two cases, theta is 90 degree or theta is 270 degree, torque is maximum. So we have explained that torque depends upon three factors: magnitude of applied force, magnitude of moment arm, and angle between force and moment arm. If angle is 90 degree or 270 degree, torque will be maximum. If angle is 0 degree or 180 degree, torque will be minimum or torque will be equals to 0. As torque is equal to R into F, so it is directly proportional to both R and F. In this way, we can say that it depends upon the magnitude of force and moment arm. Thank you very much.